breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you, friend, Mike, he's your man. And he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All right, good morning, everybody. What's up? We are live here Monday. Tropical Storm Monday. Watching Fred. And, yeah. What is going on? Hey, we're live. I see everybody finally. Chat popped up. Cool. So, good morning, Marlene. I see people. Kate. I see YouTubers, Lisa, Isaac, Radar, The Griff, Vernell, John, Mike, Scott, Jennifer, Terry, Brittany. I see Ramona, Whitney Richards back. Good to see you, Whitney. Mary Jane, Akalusa. What's up, Loretta Reed? Morning, guys. I'm watching the security camera. The damn bus is late. This freaking pisses me off, man. God, they can't get this crap right, man. You know, it just pisses me off. Every year we freaking wait on the bus. It's supposed to be here at 9:06. It's 9:20. It's 9:25. Almost 20 minutes late. So I'm going to have to get up here in a minute. Sarah's out there walking around. So I'm watching her. Oh, my goodness. Hey, oh, my God, 1,000 stars. These rock. That's a big one. Thank you, Mary Flood. You flooded me with stars. So I messaged Shelly this morning. I'm like, I don't know. I might be going hitting the road. I'm getting the old truck ready. We'll see. Old Fred's up to some shenanigans. All right, so welcome to Mike's Weather Page. This is a little weather video we do in the mornings. At night, sometimes we talk about the tropics. Nothing's official at all. It's just me talking. So any official information, please don't get it from me. I can't help you evacuate or cancel plans. That's why we have the National Hurricane Center and National Weather Service. And you can find them all on the website, mikesweatherpage.com. I put this page together in 2004, almost 17 years ago, when Charlie came through the state of Florida. And I couldn't find any graphics, and it was frustrating. So I put together a page. And I still use it today. So, oh my goodness. So we can't forget our friends here. We got a lot of supporters, a lot of Facebook, YouTube supporters. We've got people outside of Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys so much. A lot of folks on Instagram and Twitter. We got ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, big company here in Florida, locally Florida owned and based, family based from the 30s. Amazing company. We love them. They support Mike's Weather Page. And everything we do. So big thanks to ABC. Might be hitting it hard after this week between Grace and Fred. So, all right, so let's go right into it. So the hurricane hunters are out there right now. We're just going to talk live what's happening right now because we kind of know what we got. We got a pretty developing system, first off. So I'm seeing some pretty strong wind indicators here on the eastern side of Fred, almost to the point where it could be a hurricane already. These purple barbs. So pressure's dropped pretty quick, 993. It is doing that last minute ramp up we've talked a lot about. The waters are hot, light shear. Never turn your eye on the Gulf of Mexico, especially when the conditions are halfway favorable for development. So this is live. The hurricane hunters are out there right now. Pressure's down to 993. That's the threshold of a hurricane. So we're seeing purple barbs. We're seeing wind. We're seeing pretty, I don't want to say massive. That's kind of a hype word. But we are seeing, this is weathernerds.org, but look at this. We are seeing some big time convection here at the last few frames. So, you know, the path is set. It's going north. We've got a little tick to the east. We saw that at the 8 o'clock advisory. It's pretty much going due north. So there's really not a lot other than just be prepared for the worst as far as upper end tropical storm, lower end hurricane. Power outages very likely. You get these winds. We've already got saturated grounds up in that neck of the woods. So it's going to be coming on you quick. You know, the next few hours we're going to start to see these rain bands really start to roll in, and this outer band here already beefing up a little bit. So pretty intense looking storm here live on approach. Some of your latest radar. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is kind of give you an idea of what's going on live. You can see an eye definitely taking shape. Good spiraling, good rotation. These outer bands getting very healthy looking, and we're going to start to see those impact east of center, as we've always discussed. We do have surge warnings in place, 3 to 5 foot. Even though our storm is going north, surge to the east, 3 to 5 foot. So places that are, you know, prone for surge, definitely this is coming. So it's developing. It's turning out to be, you know, what we thought could happen with, let's look at radar scope here and show you what we got. So, you know, it's healthy looking. That is a live look here due south of Panama City. Panama City's right here in Lynn Haven. NHC has it going straight north, and it's developing. So we got to keep a really close eye on this. Eric, we never got it. Just, yeah, it was going to be a really close skirt, man. It did not make the coast, so that's good because it was bubbling. I think it skirted the coast, didn't it? We got a little rain overnight here, but nothing obviously severe. So, Leslie, correct. If this thing had an extra day, this thing wasn't even a classified system a couple days ago. Remember, it lost all signs of low pressure. It proves when the conditions are favorable for development in the Gulf of Mexico, things can happen, and that's what we're going to be watching with Grace. We're going to talk about Grace here in a little bit. Isha, you are in Lynn Haven. Well, guess what? It's coming straight due north. So that'll be something to watch close. I'm really curious what it's going to do here in the last few hours as far as strengthening goes. But 993 is pretty low pressure. So this is live. Panama City, Allen. Yep, you got it coming. Still waiting on the bus. Jeez, I'm going to ream this guy out, man. Almost 30 minutes late. Pisses me off, man. Just no communication, you know, not that it affects us much because I obviously work at home, but anyway. Tabitha, yes, correct. This actually, this I don't want to say Cat 5. I don't want to say Michael, but things can ramp up quick. Yes, it takes a while for winds to catch up to pressure drops. So we could see, you know, this thing even dip down lower pressures. But the winds take a little while to catch up to pressure drop. So that's a good thing. Now, what this does do is it definitely increases those surge values, because when you have a lowering pressuring system, surge definitely feels the effects of that drop in pressure too. So you add that on top of what was already coming with some of our squall lines, and we're definitely going to see the higher end of those surge estimates. But the hurricane hunters, whoever asked that, the hurricane hunters will be flying in. The rest of the mission, I guarantee, they'll be out there until landfall, likely, keeping track of what's happening. Crap! I close my Chrome here. Bear with me. At least I didn't close the other one. All right, so let's go back to the page here. All right, so it's coming. It's coming quick. Rainfall obviously expected. All these maps, nothing's really changed. Fred's going to pull up through Georgia, Alabama. One thing to note with these squall lines, we got SPC. Julie's talking to Sarah on the security camera. Like, what are you still doing there? Yellow, slight risk. Obviously, we're watching for tornadoes throughout the day. They talk about this on the Storm Prediction Center site. Threat for a few tornadoes should increase across Florida into southeast Alabama and southwest Georgia today. So not only Florida, Alabama and Georgia. This thing's going to go north. Just like we see, everybody focuses on the coast, but we're going to see this thing pull up, especially if it's deepening. Lowering pressure systems won't turn around and dissipate right away. So if this thing continues to deepen, you're going to feel these lowering pressures as it goes up north through Alabama and Georgia later tonight. So you're going to have some nasty weather later tonight as Fred moves inland. So that's going to surprise a lot of folks. So yeah, we've already had a lot of water. I didn't show the dogs today. We'll save that for tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Yoel? What's up, Scott? What's up, Dean? I'm thinking about driving up there. Yes, pressure's 993, and it's dropping. And I'm seeing some potential winds that could definitely increase our 11 o'clock advisory. Enough that they might put hurricane watches up. Very, very possible. We've seen this last year. I mean, the HMON and the HWRF are extremely accurate models, in my opinion. The HWRF got Fred wrong, Fred wrong, because it anticipated Fred to go north of Hispaniola. If it went north of Hispaniola, the HWRF would have been right. The HWRF is not a very good track model, but it's a very good intensity model. And the HMON, HWRF, as if you guys watched our live last night, they were predicting this lowering pressure and the lowering 990s. So again, I think the HWRF did phenomenal, and it's something we got to take serious. You use other models for track, you use the HWRF as the possibility. So the hurricane hunters are out there now. They're going to be flying in and out all day here the rest of the morning. We got some pretty high wind barbs in the purple range, which usually could indicate hurricane strength. Pressures here are not dropping yet. They're not into the center yet, 995. So, but how about that, huh? So, wow. All right, let's talk about Grace real quick, because I know a lot of folks watching us from the Caribbean. We know what Fred's doing. Fred's deepening. This is watching real time now. There's really no speculation. The larger winds, obviously, if you live, let's zoom in a little bit. One more thing on Fred. If you live east of the cone, obviously these outer bands are going to be reaching you. So you can't focus on the path here. So this is the latest fix from the Hurricane Center hunters. And again, as we show in these intermediate advisories, it was a little bit east of track here. So we're likely going to see a little bump to the east at 11. But we're also seeing these bands, obviously coming in on the east side. So, don't focus on landfall, especially, east of Panama, towards, I don't even know what towns we got up in that neck of the woods. Port St. Joe, East Point, some of the smaller towns. Definitely you're going to feel some of these big winds. So Panama around the edge, it's coming right toward you. Remember, I don't know, you guys are deja vu here. At least it's a lot weaker, but it's coming. We'll see a new track change at 11. I'm sure they're going to bump the track a little bit to the east, but we're talking the final countdown here. It's coming. And now the bus is officially 30 minutes late without a phone call, man. Pinellas County Schools, man. I got a special needs daughter, Down syndrome. You know, you just. Luckily, I'm home, but Sarah's cool. It's all right, but they should have better communication when buses are 30 minutes late. Hell, I get panicky when I'm 1 minute late on our daily brew. Right? But she's good. I'm watching her. She's good. See, look, you can see Sarah out there. Look. She's just hanging out by the truck. Here, I can get her to wave. Watch this. Check this out. Hey, Sarah, I have you on camera. Can you wave?
Daddy.
Sarah, do a TikTok.
I did already.
She did already. She's a good kid, man. I love her. She's my favorite girl. Hey, Emily hit a home run yesterday, man, at Eddie Seymour. Over the fence. Her second one. She was so excited. Then the rains came. Oh, man, Ian, yeah. So we're watching Grace for Jamaica for sure. What's up? How you doing down there, man? So big shout out again to all the fans out there. We really love you, and we're making this transition. We're trying to converge all the fans into one place and cater to everybody. Believe it or not, the website is we got a lot of people that don't even come on social media, so the website's a full-time gig all in itself. You know, hurricane hunters use it and others. It's great. All right, so let's talk about Grace real quick. Grace last advisory, 8 o'clock. It is trekking below the islands. Now, they talk a lot about this in their discussion. Now that Grace is likely not going to be affected by Hispaniola and Cuba, folks in the Yucatan and Western Gulf should really keep an eye on this. It's indeed doing exactly what we were talking about in the 8 o'clock show last night. The spaghetti models obviously picked it up. The hurricane hunters picked up on it. Center relocated a little to the south. Unfortunately for Haiti, they're dealing with that earthquake. They're going to be getting heavy rainfall throughout the day today. Not a good situation for them, but at least it's not a big wind event for them. But the latest, tracks trekking along west. Florida's obviously out of the cone, and it was just a couple days ago we had this sucker in like that. So there's a huge shift. Weaker systems go west. Learned that lesson 25 years ago. Now it's still holding true. Weaker systems tick west. They're not influenced by upper level winds as much as stronger systems are. Upper level winds, like high pressure systems, upper level winds help accelerate our storms. As we're seeing now, we have a high pressure system over Florida, and these clockwise winds accelerate our storms because we have upper level winds are evident on a stronger system. So there's that. What they're expecting here is winds to be now peaking at around 60, I think I read, 60 mile an hour. So if you read the advisory here, day 5, 60, which indicates strengthening. Hurricane definitely in the picture. This would be towards the Yucatan and then into the Bay of Campeche and lower Texas, Mexico right now. So they talk a lot about the evolution of track of Grace has major implications on the future intensity. Becoming more likely, it will track only the southern part of Hispaniola, which would result in lesser disruption. Environment obviously is not hostile, they say. May interact with Yucatan. The Yucatan is kind of flat. So definitely I think we're going to see an H out of this come down the road. Spaghetti models, let's take a look at those. This is for Grace. This is on tropicaltidbits.com. These are your 12Zs. Now look, they really are in agreeing here that high pressure, we showed this last night, high pressure is expected to build in over the Gulf and just keep our system trucking along west-northwest. Or actually, you could just say due west, really, but That confidence is high. We don't even have a random model showing north right now. So I know we got a lot of folks watching down in the Yucatan. We got folks in Jamaica. Jamaica, luckily, it's not going to have time to intensify much before it gets to you. It's still tropical depression. But looking at it on satellite, it's not the worst looking system at all. It's just taking time to organize, like all systems do. But it's not going to get disrupted like Fred did over Hispaniola. So we got to watch it close. Hurricane hunters have been out there on that one a bunch too, and environment's pretty moist. Not a lot of dry air around, so we're gonna want to just be sneaky on this whole guy too. We're still in that enhanced stage of the MJO, and we're seeing things pop just like predicted. I mean, we talked about that. The MJO, things get popping when the MJO is rocking. Things go popping when the MJO is rocking. How's that one? And now the bus is inching up on 40 minutes late without a phone call. If anybody in Pinellas County is watching, you should be ashamed. There should be a better system of alerting families. All right. Another wave coming off of Africa. We're going to talk about that one here in a second. But here is... this happens every year. If you've been watching our weather page for years, we've talked about this. Hey, what's up, Greg? Hey, I got my raincoat ready. No, hey, I see your post there, Nancy. I need to register. I guess I get it. I get it. I mean, I know I got to take some responsibility too. I'm not really bitching. I'm just bitching. Hey, the older you get, you're allowed to bitch, right? Quit your bitching. Okay, I'll quit my bitching. Come on, weather nerd, where you at, buddy? Let's reload it here. I want to show you what the Atlantic looks like. Oh, I hear something. Nope. All right, so let's take a look at the Atlantic. So we got one more spot to talk about. It's tropical depression number 8, and here. Look at that. Now, just a week ago, we had nothing out there. Now we got. Look at Fred, man. That thing is freaking gnarly, man. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Fred has popped up. But this little guy, okay, so this is what's cooking. This is weathernerds.org. We love it. I got it linked all over the place. There is tropical depression 8 now. That's new. This is obviously Grace, and then of course Fred. So tropical depression 8 is going to be kind of wacky. The models have it do this. So unless you're in Bermuda, it's not going to come back to the Atlantic. So there's that. Let's take a look at some modeling here on tropical depression 8, because it'll probably make the news. There it is. So there's the current track. It's tropical depression 8, expected to be tropical storm any moment, and tropical storm watches are up for Bermuda. So it's probably going to circle around and not be much of a factor for Bermuda. So other than a name, and what is the next name after Grace? It would be, drum roll, Henry with an I. Henry with an I. So that's Henry with an I. Henry with an I. It's pirate. Henry with an I. And look at Sarah. She just camped out. She just put the chair out there. There's my campfire chair. She's just casually waiting on the bus. I should play some ZZ Top. Waiting on the bus. So there's Henry. All right, so that's that. I mean, if it gets named, here's what happens. I don't even have my coffee out here. I think I had a little Celsius. I'm stuck with the racetrack water, by the way. For some reason, Julie thinks that all water is different, and unless it says Zephyr Hills, she will not drink it. So we had to buy a 24-pack of racetrack water at a softball tournament. And I drink racetrack water because it's fine. It tastes like water to me. Little trick, though, years ago, she won't let me do this anymore. I used to fill up Zephyr Hills bottles with tap water. And she didn't even notice for a while until she started. I think she busted me one time. So there's that. All right. Henry, and man, look at the massive bubbling here. So let's go back to Hurricane Hunters. Like I said, we're watching this in real time. This is radar. Definitely developing a little eye-like feature. It's spinning away. You know, everybody said this was not going to happen. Guess what? Wrong. Let's see what they got a pressure fix yet. Nope, nothing yet. But man, look at them barbs. This is hurricane, folks. I'm telling you, they're going to put up hurricane watches. It might be one already, but we'll see. I don't want to hype it up too much, but it's strengthening. Put it to you that way. Last minute strengthening as this approaches the coast. So I'm going to go get my Celsius. Hang loose. Hang loose. Maybe I'll grab a dog on the way. Look, I got a bag of Doritos. Look. The official Storm Track storm chasing snack of Mike's Weather Page. It's not going to be pronounced Henry. It's going to be... Well, they have a pronunciation guide on... let's see what... Because they tell you how to pronounce it. Let's see. Oh, you're right. It's Henri. Well, look. You can see right here. It's Henri. It's not Henry. It's on. So Hurricane Center saying it's Henri. Henri without an H. You say Henry. You say Henri. I say Henry. So anyway, here comes the dogs. Let's say hi. Louis is looking at me all sad. So as we wait for the bus, Debbie, I don't know. Well, I don't think they anticipated this to intensify. They don't believe my H-Wharf. I told you guys I love the H-Wharf. I like it. It got the track wrong early on because of land interruption, but the track, like we mentioned a couple lives ago, going straight up to Gulf, there's no land interaction, so you really can believe models like Henry, like was with an H, like the H-Wharf. This is our little buddy Louis. What are you doing, buddy? You're such a good boy. I love you. I do love you. I think he was mad. He's so used to being on TV. You like to be on TV, buddy? Yeah. All right, so what else we talk about real quick? Pups. Oh, here's freaking Hunter. Hunter's now sad. He was over there licking my foot. Look, here's Hunter. We'll show Hunter real quick. There's our boy Hunter. He's like, thank you, Daddy. You picked up with Louis. He's so proud. This is our little buddy Hunter. All right, so if you haven't noticed, I moved the YouTube channel over here, so you can always watch the replay if you want on the website. You can also watch it on the app, and you can also watch it on Facebook. You can watch it everywhere. I wanted to keep all these columns with storms now that we have TD number 8 down here to worry about. Well, not worry about. I don't want to say worry. Oh, well, going back to what everybody's going to get, though. So we're going to get Tropical Storm Henri, and it's going to make all the news headlines. Tropical storm forms in the Atlantic. Everybody's going to freak out, but then they're not going to show you the track. They want you to click at 11. News at 11. He kind of looks like his brother, man. They're best buds. They both have a white spot on their head. Right, buddy? Still got no bus. Sarah's just out there chilling. Look at Sarah's still out there. She's just chilling away. Waiting on the bus. Alright, so just pay attention up in the north. If you didn't take this serious, I don't know what kind of precautions I'd be taking at this time. Obviously, I mean, if you live in the path, secure items, if you got generator, make sure you got gas, get gas, get your cords ready, make sure you have some supplies, because we're going to see power outages. I mean, you get 65, 70, 75, 80 mile an hour hurricane, then we're going to see effects people weren't planning on. I know schools are closed up there. Bridges are going to be shut down. There's a lot of bridges that get shut down with these storms. So we'll see what we got. It'll be long gone by tomorrow. But, the worst now is coming into this early afternoon hour, and we're seeing it unfold before our eyes. So these are your wind fields. Obviously, the strongest winds will be center to east center going up as we go through the day. And watching real time, we're just going to constantly see visible satellite, and we'll see the convection continue to fire. So, and there you go. You can really see it right here when daylight came. Look at that. Boof. Big old puff of convection. And that's what the hurricane hunters are finding the lowest pressures right now. So it's going to be really interesting what the NHC does. Pressure hanging on at 993. Little wiggle to the west, actually. Not much. Here's my Celsius, by the way. Check out this. This is totally we bought 6 different flavors at 7-Eleven. Remember I was telling you I was going to buy them on Amazon? They were like $3. I went to 7-Eleven, they're like $2.60. So I bought like 10 of these things. Look at the one I grabbed today. Tropical Vibe. Clinically proven to be a dietary supplement. Sorry, Greg. Yep. Greg, me and Phil went out last night, and I had my DD, so I had one more. I might not be able to go storm chasing if I don't get a damn bus to show up. Or I'm taking Sarah with me. I should probably call Julie. Oh, is the phone charged up? Oh, I do have a phone. We didn't get a prank call. I got the dang phone. Where's Chris at? All right, let me call Julie real quick, because I got to figure out what we're going to do with Sarah. Because we're almost going on an hour late. Oh, I'm calling myself. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I'm calling me. Watch this. I'm going to answer it. I called the wrong number. I called me. Watch. Hello?
Hello?
Julie?
Julie?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you repeating me? I called the wrong number. Oh, let's call the real number here. There you go, Greg. Pump it up. Official generator. Oh, so there you go. All right, so I think I covered it all in a condensed version of the show today. I was planning on leaving. Look at this. This is kind of crazy. Hey, what should I do about the bus? I mean, this is ridiculous. No, I haven't read messages. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right, bye. I'm still live, so bye. So, anyway. So, it could be worse, Julie. We got a bunch of kids that go to the front of the neighborhood and wait for the bus. And there's no bus, so they've been standing out there for an hour. World, I don't even want to talk about it. So yeah, Timothy, it looks like I'm taking Sarah on the road with me. School's not canceled today for me, Benjamin Moore. Up in the Panhandle for sure, Panama City area. Louis, you got your Louis cup, Whitney? You the man. I never even got a chance to have coffee today. Oh man! All right. So anything else we can talk about, Fred? I don't know. We can measure. It's hard to measure Fred, because we can look at visible. I guess we can take a look here. We'll do the main convection of Fred. It's kind of hard because of the stretches over to Florida. Hey, thanks for the link there. Parents. Oh, I got to register. I'll do it. Whatever. I take response. I don't care. Oh, uh-oh. I think my camera just went dead. Oh, we're back. Out front. Oh, Emmy's glasses broke. Well, all hell's breaking loose. She just texted me that her glasses broke. Shelly, I think it's a sign not to go storm chase. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, how wide is Fred? Let's see. All right, so we got a little measuring tool on Weather Nerds. That's 240, about what it was last night. We said about 250 last night, 260. You can say, from about the tip of the Panhandle over to the Big Bend area is about 250. With obviously the main core is where the hurricane hunters are finding those bigger winds in some of the outer bands right now. That one's not that good. All right, let's go back to radar real quick. And there is radar swirling away. Definitely got the look. Got the look. Hurricane hunters one more time. Let's take a look at that. And there you go. So some of these wind barbs are suspect here. Those are pretty. I know they're flight level winds, but they usually equate down to the surface. Sometimes they use drop zones to verify surface temps, or temps too, but surface winds. All right, well, that's it, I guess. Been about an hour. We're watching Grace. Grace is missing the big islands of Hispaniola as far as mountains go, so it's going to be watched close. I have a feeling that we're going to see the possibility of a hurricane developing to watch, and so far the track's taking it due pretty much west, but stronger system could be a little tricky. Sometimes they might have an ability to pull northward a little bit more. So, definitely Texas is going to keep a close eye. But the high pressure that's expected over the Gulf is pretty big. And we can see that. Oh, Sarah's getting her back. Oh, where's she coming? Oh, she's running to the back side. I'll be right back. Go. Stay back. Oh my God. The guy doesn't even know what happened to their bus. I'm like, well, that's good. See, she did good. She ran out. She ran to the bus though, on her own. She knew that was the deal. I hope it's going to the right school. Anyway, all right. So back to Grace, and then we'll call it a day. Extremely high. Well, look. Oh man, look at that. So latest GFS is showing 988 going towards Yucatan. That's definitely a hurricane. So yeah, I guess we could have looked at modeling a little better. I didn't do that. Let's go back. Let's look at the models. So GFS on Grace showing 988 going towards Yucatan. Timing would be Thursday morning. So Wednesday night, 2 days from now, Wednesday night, if you're in the Yucatan, 988 could be a strengthening system. Goes across the tip, gets in the bay. Luck, yeah, man, 965. So, ugh. So GFS going all in. That one keeps it down into Mexico. But the thinking is the same. Definitely a chance for this to become something. All right, let's look at the latest CMC. A little higher north, right at the tip of Texas there, 985. So, you know, we're going to see an H. I can't say, well, let me get one. Hold on. Because I can't say it. I don't want to get in trouble. But, hang on. Let me see if I got one. No, I don't got one. I was looking for something. I don't see. Okay, well, probably wouldn't have been appropriate. But anyway, I bet a Celsius that we're going to see a hurricane. 11 o'clock, they're going to talk about Grace becoming a hurricane. And that obviously, the track here on the CMC keeps it close enough to Texas to be watching 986. Icon, a little lower, like the Mexico track, goes across Yucatan, strengthens in the Bay of Campeche, goes a little south. Euro keeps it a little more north, and it dissipates it. So keep it, you know, we're watching that. Let's look at the latest H-Wharf on Grace. And it goes to the Yucatan as a possible hurricane, 971. Cozumel right there, that's 971. And then it likely, it really freaking develops at 930. Holy crap. That's Mexico, though. But still, we got fans down there, I know, 937. So that, you know, this could be a big one going across the hot, warm waters of the Bay of Campeche. So far the tracks are keeping it due west. The H-Mon crossing the Yucatan, 998, and strengthens it. So, man, you know, you're going to see an H at 11 o'clock. They're going to talk about it being a hurricane. There's no doubt. Question is going to be, does Texas get into the mix or not? That'll be the big question. Grace ensembles are kind of spread on the Euro. This is on Weather Nerds, by the way. Here's the GFS ensembles a little farther to the south. But as far as now that it's missing Cuba, going into the hottest waters on the planet, at least on the Atlantic side, it's going to be going across all this deep hot water ocean content here, ocean heat content, extremely hot. So any track over here, man, it's really going to have a chance to intensify as it approaches the Yucatan. And then we're going to be watching for steering currents if it has a chance to pull northward a little bit. MJO, I'm telling you, MJO, whoa, whoa. All right, then down the road, we got another spot to watch. Oh, we got tornado watch just got posted. Look at that. So there's our tornado watch. Just got posted while we were live, 9:25. Tornado watch up until 8 p.m. So Shane Bay, yep. We are going to Mexico, Dale says. Let me post this real quick. I like to post things while I'm live just so I don't forget. So let's post here on the weather page. Tornado watch posted. Posted now until 8 p.m. tonight. As Fred gets stronger. Hope that's the wrong one. I have to add the picture. And there it is. www.spaghettymodels.com. And that's how we do it. Then I copy it and we'll put it on Instagram. All right. So, what did I predict? Wrong. I'm always wrong. Never right. You can hear the dogs going to town, chomping away. Levi just posted. Max wins. Center's moving. So there you go. He just posted that. Center's moving northward slightly to the right of forecast. Currently located due south of Panama. There you go. That's his Hurricane Hunter data. All right, cool, Bean. All right, so, down the road. All right, so wave coming off of Africa. We do have the Global Tropics Hazards map that's talking about what's next. And they are showing possibility of another system next week. We can look at the tropical Atlantic here and kind of go up in time. And, you know, there is signature of some waves coming off of Africa. This would be 5 days from now. That one's kind of north, though, of the islands. But, you know, it's just that time of year. I mean, the latest wave now, you can kind of see it rolling off of Africa. There's another one right here. So this one isn't marked yet. But there's another one here. So, you know, we'll have to keep an eye on these little guys. Looking kind of healthy, actually. I'm surprised to see. Did they mark it at 8 o'clock? Nope, nothing yet. So 5 days. You always look, always look at this map. We'll see if we get a little yellow crayon around here. But the Global Tropics Hazards map shows that in the week August 18th to the 24th, we can see something here, and that's red, which is high confidence. So I'm sure they're looking at the next wave. This is Grace. This was their prediction last week. We'll get a new one maybe today, actually, a new one of these maps. This was Grace. Never even predicted Fred to do anything. So the one off of Africa's Godzilla. Hot eddies, John. Yeah, we're it's talked a lot about that yesterday. We got a little bit of the outside edge of Fred is definitely enjoying these warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. We got a loop eddy, which is definitely on the western edge. That is going to be helping fuel. These are extra hot pockets of water, and you can see very well here too how close it is over. I got all these links on here. Custom Storm products. So we can look here, and you can see the ocean heat content is right there. So likely it's getting a little bit of fuel from that on the western side. But I mean, all in all, I mean, it's bubbling away. It's definitely on its way. We'll see if they give it an H or not. Looks like a little eye trying to form. It takes time for winds to catch up to pressure drops. So that's the only thing. This does not have a lot of time on its side. But we'll see if they do anything about a hurricane or not. This will be one of them deals that maybe after the fact they analyze it and they'll determine whether or not it was actually a hurricane or not. But we're seeing pressures hanging on at 993, but those purple barbs usually indicate strengthening systems. So we'll see if that wind advisory comes up at 11, at least maybe to 65. Remember, 75 is a hurricane, so not far away. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. It's been an hour. Thank you, Shelly, for everything you do. Pretty hard jump west earlier. What you talking about, Greg? Which storm? This little jump. They wiggle wobble. Hurricanes do this. The eye wall, or wherever the eye is, it's usually the general trend that you look at. But in that trend, you'll start to see little wobbles. So it's kind of hard to, what the hurricane hunters will end up doing. They'll do the next fix and likely might be here, might be here. It's that general motion. Now, Grace, this little west jump was more of a center relocation last night. We had that big convection blow up below Hispaniola in Puerto Rico last night, and we had a new center form. So there's high probability here of a storm coming off of Africa next. So, and that's the one we're looking at now, actually on satellite. So that could be what's next. Okay, so here we go. We'll be updating throughout the day. Thanks, Nick. Stay tuned. We got one kid down. The big dilemma of Monday morning was Sarah to school, and she made it. We hope, but she can't text us, so we don't even know if she's going to make it. We don't even know. Well, we don't even know if that's the right bus. I guess we better call the school and make sure she shows up. There you go. All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yep. We'll be live tomorrow morning, 9:19. And if I do decide to go north, then keep your phones on. We'll see. See you, Sandy. Have a great day. Cheers. Stay safe up there in the upper panhandle for sure.